G'day guys, Kevin from Console Domination. I'm here with Alex Hutchinson. Yeah, he's the creative director on Far Cry 4, all the way from Montreal Studios here for PAX Australia 2014. Welcome to our country.
No, I'm from Melbourne, but I haven't lived here in 12 years now, so yeah, it's been a while.
When I was talking to you, because your accent is faint, so I wasn't sure which way where you were. So, how long have you development of Far Cry 4?
We were working on it for 2 years, so most of the core team rolled off from Far Cry 3 onto Far Cry 4, pretty much as it finished, and the rest of us, people like myself, came on soon after that. So yeah, 2-year project.
Okay, cool. I had a chance to play the demo. I checked out 2 of the modes. One thing that I think is going to interest everyone is the elephant aspect. Okay, so we actually got to ride the elephants and use them in combat. Is there an element where the elephants are your enemy as well?
Well, most of the animals in the game, especially if they're predators or sort of, could become predators, if you shoot them, they're going to attack you. So yeah, don't shoot an elephant. They're very big, very strong animals in the game.
Yeah, the animation was fantastic when you're riding it and you're actually able to pick up an NPC with the trunk and smash them down. It just absolutely blew my mind, and the way that it turns over. Was there lots of technical challenges, like using like an animal to do that sort of thing, because it's something that we've never really seen before?
Yeah, well, I think that the franchise has started to get a bit of a name for itself in how it presents animals, and all the different ways we can use them, and the diversity and the quality of the execution. So we've got a bit of experience in it. But yeah, the elephants were special challenges because they're the first time we've used an animal as a vehicle. So you can ride them. You can ride them while they're swimming. You can use them to barge through doors. So yeah, there's lots of technical difficulties, but luckily we have a hugely talented team, so they got it done.
I spent a lot of time myself playing Far Cry 3. I really liked the crafting ideas. That it felt a little bit like Assassin's Creed 3, that sort of element. Is there crafting in 4 as well?
Yeah, for sure. We thought it was one of the systems, along with Outposts and Towers, that worked really, really well in Far Cry 3. So we wanted to bring it back, obviously iterate on it, improve it, hopefully make it more exciting, make it better. So it's back, but the things you're crafting are different, and how you need to get the gear is different as well. Okay,
now one thing from Far Cry 2 to Far Cry 3, they dropped eroding weapons and that sort of thing. Is that back at all? I know it infuriated a lot of games. I actually liked it because it was something different, but have you introduced that back or not?
Yeah, it's one of the difficult decisions you have in any game, especially a game with a big audience like Far Cry, that there's all different tastes in there, But we looked at it and we found that most people playing the game, were more irritated by it than were enjoying it. So no breaking weapons in this one.
Gamers have gone soft. What can I say? Well, talking about likes and dislikes. Obviously, there was a lot of controversy with the protagonist this time when it was actually announced. We look at him here, he's in a pink suit, he's got, metrosexual sort of hair. I was actually amazed with the homosexuality vibe that everyone got off the character. And obviously, there was a little bit of backlash about it, so I just want to know your thoughts on that.
Oh, I think it's always funny when people jump to conclusions, and that's what we said at the time. They were like, it's a white guy in a pink suit, and I tweeted at the time, well, he's not white for a start, and people were like, oh, it's a cover, and I was like, if I'm lying, it's going to be a very short-lived lie. So yeah, it's just funny, and then people say, oh, is he gay? I'm like, how do gay people dress? I have a lot of gay friends. They dress all different kinds of ways. So people's reactions are always surprising, but I look forward to seeing how they react to the actual character in the game.
Okay, so obviously with the last protagonist, there's a lot to live up to. He was one of Ubisoft's, in my opinion, greatest non-player characters. How do you think you've gone here? There's a lot to live up to. We were sort of expecting another guy with oodles of mean personality. So,
well, he's definitely got a lot of charisma. I think we're super happy with how the character of Pagan turned out. He's very different to Vaas. So the execution, what he does, what he wants, he's a unique character. So it will be different. So yeah, it won't be the same, but hopefully people will like him just as much.
So can you tell me a little bit more about the antagonist in the game?
You mean who you're playing? So the guy you're playing, AJ Gale. He's a guy who was born in Korat but raised in America, and when his mother passes away, her last dying wish is to be buried at Lakshmana. So he returns to the country of his birth to get this done, and then pretty quickly gets caught up in the civil war, gets caught up in the politics, meets Pagan Min, who has sort of strange goals for him as well, and really gets sort of immersed in this culture. So your family's secret history and why you're there is the story of the game.
Okay, cool. Now, map size, like I was pretty impressed, and Far Cry 3 seemed to have the balance right, map size and the way that it unlocked, as we said, with the towers and the outposts. Is it a similar size, or have you gone a little bit larger, or?
Well, we looked into it and we thought in the end that the actual physical size of the map was pretty good in Far Cry 3, but what we've improved a lot is the density and the variety of the experience. So there's a lot more stuff packed into that same space, and a lot more different stuff packed into that space. So in terms of physical traversal, it's not much bigger, but there's a lot more to do.
So with the mountains, obviously, is set in Tibet, so we're in the Himalayas. That would have opened up a lot of options for different scenery.
Yeah, no, so definitely, and that's why we picked it, is that we wanted more verticality. One of the great Far Cry experiences is standing on a cliff and looking down at a challenge and, making a plan and then figuring out how you're going to tackle it. And we wanted new gear like the gyrocopter or the grapple. So yeah, it gave us a lot more opportunity to make fun gameplay.
What do you think is the one element that has changed from Far Cry 3 to Far Cry 4 that like Ubisoft seems to evolve every title a lot? What's the one element you think that's going to evolve make the most difference?
I think there's two really, really big ones. One is choice in the main narrative. So now instead of just cutscene mission, you have to make decisions, changes your objectives, changes the mission sometimes. I think that has a big impact. And I think the other one is co-op in the open world. So being able to play with your best friend in the main game, capture some outposts, capture some fortresses, clear some towers, take on some side quests, and then have them leave, and you continue your single-player game without changing, without having to quit. I think is going to be huge.
So that can be done via like in your own lounge room with another person and online.
It's all online. So no, there's no split screen. So yeah, it's all online.
Yep, that's cool. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope everyone checks out Far Cry 4. I was amazed with how much it actually evolved from the last step to Far Cry 3, so I'm looking forward to it. One last question I've got to ask. I was really excited. Can I punch a Yeti in the face in the DLC?
No, you can't punch a Yeti. Well, actually, I can't even answer that yet. I don't know. There's talk of it, hopefully, but you can punch a honey badger in the face in the main game.
I'm going to try an elephant and see how I go, but thanks for joining us, Guy and Alex, and I hope you really enjoy your stay at PAX Australia.